We are the best and we know. Cortokino, Cortokino. The slogan was started in the year of 2010 and now it's already been a 10 year of Cortokino. What is Cortokino? Cortokino is an international short film festival in which it's provide a platform to a budding filmmakers to showcase their talent. Not just to showcase their talent, but also they can perform in multiple events in the college. And to know more about Cortokino, because a short introduction cannot define the whole event, we invited our guest, the OGs of Cortokino, the event head, Richa Mishra, and along with her, the one of the VCPs and my favorite, Naman Kapri.
Okay, so Richa, my first question to you is, what do you like the most about Cortokino?
I like how like Corto is not just a festival for me right now. So when you participate in Corto, it becomes a small family that you never had. I recall an incident where I met my best friend in Corto, and she is the best part of my life right now. So yes, Corto, can we say a little cute little family when people are right?
That's great. So,
I agree.
how does it feel to be present physically at Cortokino after COVID?
It's very
After all the
overwhelming.
lockdown that has happened, how does it
It's
feel to be
really
back?
It is really very overwhelming to be back. The amount of work we have to carry out to actually pull off a festival, and especially it is very overwhelming to be back in college because after FI I did not have like I since मैंने अपना FI किया and after that I did not had any strings attached to college whatsoever. So my only connection to the college was only Cortokino. Let me tell you very clearly. I wasn't into quite a group or something like that. Although people used to know me, ki, hey, she is there, she exists kind of she's different kind of festival and all. Kotak actually connected me to college, I can say. So that's why.
That's
So
great. Thank
you
you.
tell that there is a lot of pressure doing this. Obviously, you are the head of event team, so it will be a lot of pressure. So my question is related to that. That what do you do when you feel stressed out during the event planning process? Like,
I usually do not get stressed out. I am a spiritual person and I know how to keep my calm. So stressing out is the very last option for me. But if I get stressed out, I just take 2 minutes ka break from that situation and I go out. That's
just 2 minutes of break. That's very good thing, actually.
yes, I am. Even I'm proud of myself for it that I pulled it off. Oh God, you have no idea.
Because
4 साल की मेहनत.
I heard something that which is very commendable at how you handle the whole thing. I knew about few incident and I can't talk about that over here. So let's jump to the next question. Lauren, are you going to ask or should I ask?
Okay. Hi, Richa. Good evening.
Good evening. Hi, Lauren.
Hi. So my question to you today is, with everything that's on your plate and all that's happening, I personally think that one of the first and key most important things would be, getting everybody to be on the same wavelength as you and having the same vision come to reality. So I'm sure you'd be doing this with like a kickoff meeting or like something where you get everybody together and like have everybody warm up and a couple of icebreakers and whatever that is. So could you tell us how do you do that? What are the steps? How do you see it through?
So basically, to kick off an event, as I mentioned, you need to know the people who you are working with. So to kick off an event, firstly, you start with getting to know your members, people who are working with you, and never assume that people are working under you. You guys are in this together and you are on the same
Yeah.
wavelength, as you mentioned. So treat people equally. Just tell them, start with it, ki what is the festival? And some of the people, as you know, people are working since 2 years now. Like this is my third year. Then मेरे पहले
Yeah.
भी थे जो इनका second year है अभी. So they are doing really very well and there are few FIs that have been introduced. So I think we started with a great introductory session about each other. What do we like? What do we don't like? In our first session, it was nothing about what is happening in Kotak. It was all about who is going to turf or turf कौन book कर रहा है. So
Wow.
it was
Okay.
all about extra. Mhm.
Can I ask what is stuff? Sorry, I
Turf,
have no
turf,
idea.
turf is basically where you go and play football.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is fun.
Yeah, so Yeah, so in my team, even girls are really very enthusiastic. And so, yeah, that is how it all kickstarted. And from next session onwards, I just gave them a little brief. And then I asked my juniors who are in FY to give brief to the FYs. And this is how it goes on. So it is not only, a teaching process, it is actually teaching and learning both process. So I'm not only
Absolutely,
creating
because
event. Yeah.
you're mentoring others to like, take it
Yes.
forward and pass it down.
Exactly. Yeah. And for us, like for them, they had only, kind of experience online. They did not actually feel the adrenaline of offline.
Yeah,
So
it's a
it
whole
was
other
really very
high
important.
altogether.
Yes. Yes. So it was really very important to introduce them to it.
Wow, that's brilliant, Richa. Thank you for sharing that with us. Anyway, the next question that I have for you is, what are the different steps that you either write down or mentally like make a note of, or what is the flow chart that you follow for the entire festival?
So as I've worked for 2 years now, I have this mental flow chart already ready that how I need to go. So there are certain diameters that have been set by the core committee for me, and there is certain that I set for myself.
All
So
right,
there's a written day to. So there is a
absolutely.
flow. I introduce that flow to my team member in my second meeting after the introductory round, and then we follow that flow chart. So it's basically a to-do list for everybody, not only for
All
me.
right, okay, fair enough. So it's like you guys all work on everything all together. It's all inclusive. It's
Yes,
shared
yes,
ideas, shared concept, shared energy.
yes,
That's
yes,
very nice. It's really showing how we as a society has have progressed and are making it so much more of a shared, you know, community and working
yes,
space instead of it just being the seniors telling the juniors what to do and just all of that.
yes, I know. So in Cortic, it has never been like that. You would not know who is senior and who is junior. The bond is, I don't know, I've never seen.
That's
I've done ample of festival. There's nothing like this one, and I'm
yeah,
not bragging about it.
but I think it's festivals and like situations like this where it starts off at the college level, where we go
Yes,
on to like take this forward in life and then into our businesses and workspaces. So hats off to
definitely.
you guys for all of the effort and the thought process and everything that you put into it.
Thank you so much.
No problem, no problem. My co-host Aman is going
सो
to take over
आई एम
now.
रेडी नाउ. सो जो लास्ट मिनट के सेटबैक्स होते हैं, कुछ मतलब बता सकते हो उस बारे में कि किस तरीके से तुम उस चीज को चेंज तुमने किया और उस चीज को कैसे तुमने सॉल्यूशन निकाला इस चीज का, जैसे
So
कि
last minute, go ahead with the example.
with an example that you faced that day before yesterday, I guess, that the say if someone come in between and directly say कि ये ठीक नहीं है, and उसके बाद तुम लोग को वो करना है कि ये इसका ओपिनियन मैटर नहीं कर रहा है, but तो how you like, किस तरीके से तुम मैनेज करते हो like.
Yes. So first, I totally got your questions. So firstly, for me, all opinion matters. I listen to everybody. It's nothing like कि कोई आके कुछ गलत बोल रहा है. I listen to them. And if I think it is actually going with whatever I'm doing right now, I'm totally up with them. Ki, hey, let's do this together. So there's nothing else like that. And if I think, okay, what this person is saying, there is a loophole and it does not go with what I think about it, or maybe the exact full event or the festival, I just say, okay, no, because the final call is mine. Nobody can actually stop me for it. So yeah, that's it. You
And
listen to everybody. That's it.
that's a very good answer. And I मैंने एक्सपेक्ट किया था कि तुम इसी तरह से हर क्वेश्चन का आंसर करोगे. एंड एक और क्वेश्चन है कि चलो ठीक है, एंड ये सारी चीजें तो आती रहती हैं, ठीक है, बट लेकिन जो तुम्हारी टीम एक्चुअली सबसे बड़ी होगी, इवेंट टीम जिसमें सारे बहुत ज्यादा लोग हैं, तो उन सबको मैनेज करना, सबको टास्क देना, वो कैसे तुम कर सकते, मतलब करती हो?
So basically, as I said, I make a to-do list, but along a to-do list, जब मैं meetings रखती हूँ, तो मैं वो particular person के caliber क्या है, उसके according देती हूँ. And मेरा team उतना करके भी आता है. And I'm super proud of it, basically. So you actually sit with one person, you say this is your task. You sit with another person, you say one task. So it's understood. ऐसा कुछ है नहीं कि बहुत rocket science है कि कोई करके नहीं लाएगा. I had this instant last year where I actually gave this guy one event to create and it's a rap event. So हम नाम है उसका. So हमने मेरे को 3 घंटे में वो rap event खड़ा करके दे दिया. And it was really brilliant for me. So ऐसे करके segregate किया. It's really very chill.
And I heard that rap, that was really good. I know that. Because चलो और एक और क्वेश्चन है, जैसे कि तुमने कोई कॉन्सेप्ट सोचा रिलेट, जैसे कि ऑब्वियसली इवेंट इज ऑल अबाउट कॉन्सेप्ट एंड ये सारी चीजें, तो वो मेरी फर्स्ट टाइम पे क्या बोलते हैं रिजेक्ट होती हैं, तो डू यू फील रिजेक्शन वाला जो फीलिंग है था, क्या तुम एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हो यहाँ पे?
देखो अभी फिलहाल के लिए मैंने रिजेक्शन कभी लिया नहीं है, ना ही मुझे पता है क्या होता है. So
That's a very
I'm
brilliant
really
answer.
very
Yeah.
serious. I am really very serious about it from my day one in Corto. Like in my very first year, I just made the brochure with content team. I gave the hashtag of rewind the reel. I did not think ठीक है एक idea भेज किया, पर मैं ना एक नहीं pitch करती. I pitch multiple ideas together. And यही हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. I think कोई और ज्यादा better होगा.
Definitely.
So that will be it.
Hi, Naman. What's up? How was your day?
Hi, Aida. It was absolutely fantastic and thakane wala. How's your tabiyat, by the way?
Dude, it's better, I feel. Let's go ahead with the questions.
Sure.
Yeah. So, like, your first question is, how do you manage event promotions, including social media outreach and email campaigns?
Okay, so social media is a huge part of Corto, because since we have gone online since the last year, it's very important to maintain a good digital presence, and we have actually achieved it by getting shout out from like renowned celebrities, from some good judges that we bring on board, and even we prefer doing like live sessions, Instagram live sessions with our alumni who are now blue tick accounts or like verified accounts.
Yeah.
So all of that counts in it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to know, how would you handle an event going over budget?
Going over budget, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, budgets are really important, but yeah, there are situations where even in Corto, I would say there were situations when we had gone over budgets or our budget was not enough. I think the main point there is to stay calm and stay composed, plan for the future rather than worrying about the present, and think 2 steps ahead at all times, and like be ready for the adversities, because things are bound to happen, and it's all about how you handle it in your head and not panic in the situation.
Shivam will go ahead with the questions.
Sure.
What are the general steps involved in planning a Corto keynote?
Okay, nice question, Shivam. General steps, I would feel, first of all, it's like bringing people together, especially the FYs, the SYs, our beloved FYs, SYs. We want all of them to like come together, come in full force, and the most important is to come with passion to work, not just because it's a fest and you are bound to do it, but because you want to prove yourself and do it with every bit of heart and soul in it. That's one of the biggest parts. And second is just love the fest and work for it. Nothing much.
Okay. What was your first year in Corto like?
First year in Corto was really fun. I had just like joined college and BMM was pretty new to me. And like it was 2-3 months of absolute fun, frolic, and joy. And you get to know so many people. You get to meet an extended family of yours. एक परिवार घर पे and एक college में. And quite literally, not even exaggerating, we used to spend more than 8 hours per day with them. And before the fest days, it would even go up to 12 to 20, 15 hours. So that actually made up a lot of good memories.
Okay.
I feel this question has brought all the nostalgia in you back.
Okay, so Naman and Richa, this is rapid fire round. Naman, my first question to you is, would you rather be busted for drinking or smoking and have a letter sent home to your parents, or show your parents your browser history?
I would say the first
30
one.
seconds.
Before you answer.
The first one.
Oh, okay, the first.
Yeah.
Okay. Naman, would you rather have more money or more time?
I would have more money.
I thought you will say
Richa,
time is
this
money.
one's for you.
No, please.
This one's for you, Richa. Would you
Okay,
rather
okay.
never have a smartphone again or never have a laptop again?
I think I'll never have a laptop again. Too much work to
That
do.
was a quite easy one.
Okay. Richa, would you rather get a degree in what you love or get a degree in something that will make you money?
Oh, money. Anytime.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
So,
now let's
Naman,
head
these
to
are
our
some.
quick questions.
Okay.
Yeah, let's head to our quick questions. Naman, this is for you. Tarangan or Corto?
Oh, Corto.
Reading or watching?
Watching.
Vintage or modern?
Vintage.
Study alone or study in groups?
Groups.
Reality or internet?
Reality.
Followers or likes?
Oh, none.
Likes.
iOS or Android?
iOS.
Okay.
So, Richa,
So now,
these are
Richa, it's
your
your
two
turn now.
questions. Instagram or Snapchat?
Instagram.
Text or call?
Call.
Movies or TV shows?
Movies.
YouTube or Netflix?
YouTube.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Photoshop or Illustrator?
Illustrate.
Singing or dancing?
Both.
You have
Kudos.
to choose one.
No, I cannot.
If you
I
had
can
to
do.
choose
No,
one.
no, nothing. No, they are like water and food for me. No, I cannot.
Okay. So I think you guys did pretty well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Namana and Richa, for being the part of this interview. I hope you guys enjoyed a lot as much as we did. So thank you once again for taking out, your precious time and answering the questions. We really appreciate your response. So thank you so much once again.